April the 13th. My name is Angela Ringcatcher, and today we're reading chapter 17 of Comfortable with Uncertainty. Today marks the beginning of the second month that I've been teleworking and social distancing. I don't think I've left the house except to go in the front yard in over a week. So, yeah, we're getting by, and I hope that you too, no matter what situation you're finding yourself in, whether it's teleworking or if you've been laid off or if you're working with your children at home or if you're still having to go out to your job and thankful that you have a job. No matter what your situation, I hope that you are finding some kind of comfort and peace in these readings, or that you are staying safe and sane. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump right on in to chapter 17, which is the practice of mindfulness and refraining. Refraining is very much the method of becoming a dharmic person. It is the quality of not grabbing for entertainment the minute we feel a slight edge of boredom coming on. It is the practice of not immediately filling up space just because there's a gap. An interesting practice that combines mindfulness and refraining is just to notice your physical movements when you feel uncomfortable. When we feel like we're losing ground, we make all kinds of little jumpy, jittery movements. You might notice that when you feel uncomfortable, you do things like pull your ear, scratch something even though it doesn't itch, or straighten your collar. When you notice what you do, don't try to change it. Don't criticize yourself for whatever it is you're doing. Just notice what it is. Refraining, not habitually acting out impulsively, has something to do with giving up the entertainment mentality. Through refraining, we see that there's something between the arising of the craving, or the aggression, or the loneliness, or whatever it might be, and whatever action we take as a result. There's something there in us that we don't want to experience, and we never do experience because we're so quick to act. The practice of mindfulness and refraining is a way to get in touch with basic groundlessness by noticing how we try to avoid it. Yeah, wow. So I know a lot of us are trying to find things to do to keep our minds busy rather than allowing ourselves to be in that place of uncomfortableness and that place of boredom. And so we find ourselves, binge watching something we really didn't even want to watch in the first place. We find ourselves scrolling through Facebook ad nauseum, which is kind of ironic considering we're on Facebook right now. And I think being for those of us who are able to be at home, for those of us who are, you know, grappling with boredom, I mean, now is a time just to, notice what is it that I'm doing? What is it that I am trying to distract myself from? That uncomfortableness. And, one of the things that I'm really understanding about from reading this book is that it's in those uncomfortable places. That is where the reality we struggle so desperately against. And so, again, I just want to invite all of us to notice how we're acting moment to moment. Notice what we're doing. Notice what we're picking up in those places where we're uncomfortable or where we're uncertain or anxious. And without judgment, without beating ourselves up for it, just noticing it and saying, okay, yeah, that is what I'm doing. And just giving yourself that gift. I want to always just come back to giving ourselves the gift of loving kindness and the gift of gentleness, that it really is a gift that we can give ourselves in these moments.